Station, Z159 FM. Right. Your only home for the Hot Tub and Mini Fridge Morning Show and Dump 'em Out Fridays.
Oh yeah, a hot tub and mini fridge. Keep me cold and hot.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Squirt.
Squirt who?
Squirt is P, you dumb rednecks.
Right about now, you are listening to the incredible
A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan, who kindly remind you that squirt is P. It's a mediocre time with Tom and Dan.
Put some respect on my name.
Respect our name.
I ain't gonna say it no more.
You cracker-ass motherfuckers. Motherfuckers.
Cortez.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath. Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I wish my refund hurry up so I can have a taxitude.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I'ma be like, let me get 20 on pump 3.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Matter of fact, make it 25, and yes, I would like to donate to the March of Dimes, so ring me up that Coke and candy bar 2 for $2.22 deal where $1 goes to March 2. Oh, and ring these Skittles up for my kid too. And when the cashier tells me to have a nice day, I'm gonna be like, no ma'am, you have a blessed day, sugar.
For continuity and just to make sure this rolls correctly, hey buddy, I just wanted to make sure I had you. Can you hear me, Seth?
Yep.
Okay, and you sound good. Okay, hold the line. I'm going to go back to music real quick, okay? So just hold the line. Here we go, back to normal.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Pull down my shades like Kim Kardashian, smile like Gabrielle Union.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Flip my bundles like Nicki Minaj and queen out the door like Beyonce.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Goofy face, goofy face, goofy face, heart, 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 muscle, muscle, muscle.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Sassy black girl, sassy black girl, sassy black girl, kiss, kiss, kiss. Hashtag so what, hashtag I ain't shame, hashtag my money, hashtag call me taxitude honey.
Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello, this is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, everybody. It is another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
We do have a special guest. We will get to him. We have two special guests. We actually have somebody visiting who you cannot see on camera, but we're not going to put him on blast. But we do have a very special guest that we will be talking to momentarily. But welcome to the show.
So a couple things real quick. A BDM Appreciation Week is coming up. Next week, we will be putting up the T-shirts, the $5 T-shirts for all BDMs to buy. And we're putting up an early pre-sale. That way we have enough time to produce all the shirts. That way we send them to all BDMs during Appreciation Week. Then April 11th is our Appreciation Week BDM only party.
Yep.
All details will be sent out about that soon. So BDMs will know, especially on put it up on the BDM Facebook page the other day. So if you still have time to sign up, if you're not a BDM, just go to tomanddan.com, sign up, and you'll get the information. Another thing, Eric told me that just today only, he's doing 40% off 10 different dad hats, the Tom and Dan blue. I use it for running all the time. I like that hat, yeah. But it's just basically mesh back, regular dad hat, Tom and Dan, and you can get 40% off today.
Get a load of this guy up here on the...
Oh, God.
Yeah, look at that guy.
Okay, sorry.
I'm not...
Get a load of that guy.
I'm sorry how long it'll take. The construction guys are staring at me from inside.
You goof off. You fuck off as much as your construction guys do. You got everybody there is a bunch of fuck ups there. He's like, you got one guy showing his nipple to the fucking camera. He's supposed to be get to work on the podcast. All those guys are picking their asses, walking around there like a bunch of fucking idiots.
So Seth was going to be in here today, but
he's so stressed. He's more stressed about his house than I could ever be about having major surgery a week ago. This guy's really going through it.
So So Seth sent me this text. On
I don't think you should read this text because I think this text is the one piece of evidence that will truly change how people feel about it.
Seth says, "I don't think there's a day that goes by I don't feel like my head is ready to fucking explode off my shoulders. I literally want to just mow down everyone I see in my truck and kill people." That's literally where my life is right now.
So you want to kill people now because of your.
So this is a prime example.
Just people that deserve it. Just people that deserve it.
But you certainly wouldn't be talking about anybody that would be working on your house.
This is a prime example.
Oh yeah, no, them and the Epstein files people.
Okay, them and the Epsteins.
This is a prime example
Epstein
how
people
that have money and have privilege can't handle stressful.
What the hell up, dude? No,
Because
poor people be
nothing to do with it.
Yeah, poor people can handle this easy breezy.
Seth, I know lots of poor people that have way worse problems, and they're fun.
Yeah.
They go about. They're
Fucking
happy.
farmer with his foot rotting off, and that guy's he's doing a jig, playing his harmonica, happy as can be.
They're partying, and they're like if you run across some of these people, they literally
Stage 5 Cancer Strawberry Festival. The guy's happy as can fucking be. Happy as can be.
They can handle any problem, and Seth, you are losing your mind. And so,
okay, listen. You have your patience level, right, or your stress levels. It's like a straight line across, right? And every time something happens, it dips down a little bit, right? Like every time something bad happens, like your fatigue just goes down, your patience goes down, and then you have a couple of days where nothing happens, where it kind of goes back up to normal range, right? So I just feel like just every day it's just getting like hammered and hammered and hammered, like lower and lower and lower, and it never has time to come back up to that average pace, average line.
Do you feel like you're always going backwards? You're never going forwards at all.
So
no, I'm not backwards. Down.
I'm only mentioning this because the chat room mentioned it. It's not me, but they didn't mention that your beard looks a little whiter than it did a month ago.
They did say that. The first comment was like, "Oh, he stopped dyeing the beard," and I was like, "Oh shit."
I don't. Jesus.
And it does.
I'm actually thinking about growing it out again anyway, because when it grows out, it gets darker for something. Like it gets real thick and dark. I don't dye my beard, damn it! I swear.
Well,
I mean, you're gonna need to.
Right now, I believe you because it is gray. It is gray, like Obama when he ended his term.
If you it's the zoom, it's the camera on the phone. It's making it look more gray.
What is the? Okay, so let's get down.
There's dust on the lens.
Let's get to brass tacks here. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's get to it. What is the major problem with the renovation? If you had to choose one big problem, that if you could snap your genie fingers right now to steal from my business partner Tom, he's a genie man. If you could rub a lamp and get a genie, and you could solve one big problem with your renovation right now, number one problem is?
I should never have started it.
That's not what I expected at all. This is your dream house, motherfucker. I'm not going to let you do this.
I will say,
I'm not going to let you go full negative on this. This is your dream. You obsessed over this for months.
You had a good house, a good family.
Beautiful. Hold on. He had a better than good house. That's not fair. I know. He had a fucking Victorian mansion.
Yeah, you had a Victorian mansion. It was fine.
You had a Dracula mansion that was badass. And don't even lie.
And you gave it all.
Apparently the sellers didn't think so, but whatever. Yeah. Or the buyers. I'm sorry, the buyers didn't think so.
Well, what did they think? What is their problem?
Well, that's everything. Didn't I get into that with you too? The nitpicking and the tens of thousands of dollars I had to pay to fix stuff up for them that I already did. Like, it was just.
So Seth, as you're zooming from inside your house right now, and it's still.
It doesn't look like a house.
The lights on. That's great, right?
It looks like you're in a storage shed. Jesus, what are you, BTK? How many women do you have in the shed?
Look, I got my appliance in. There's my fridge.
Hey, all right.
That's a nice fridge.
No, it's Wi-Fi connected. All sorts of fun stuff.
How many?
Check this out. There's my double ovens.
I love a double oven.
Well, everything looks. You got kitchen cabinets. Good. You got ovens.
I got kitchen up, and then I just got stuff on top of my giant range, but just the height. This was a bad idea. This caught fire 2 days ago.
That's a nice ass oven. What is that? Is that gas?
Yeah, it's propane.
That's a nice. How much did that cost?
No, it wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap.
Okay. Well, I didn't ask you. It wasn't cheap. I asked you how much it costs.
I don't know. It was like 5-6K or something.
What brand are we talking?
6,000.
It's that nice one. Wolf.
That's what a car costs.
You got one of them wolves?
It's all the GE cafes. I mean, they're not crazy expensive, but I got like the brushed bronze handles and stuff like that to like make them look nicer.
Oh yeah, brushed bronze hand. You get the brushed bronze when you want. Hey, I'm at Hodor's house using his double ovens.
Check out the nice, beautiful chandelier that I got.
Oh my God! Oh, is this Mar-a-Lago? Wow!
Yeah,
We're at Mar-a-Lago.
And check out the wallpaper. Check out the wallpaper. Can you see that?
Oh, is that Black Mamba wallpaper?
What is that? What is that? Is that glow in the dark snakes?
You have some straight. Okay, by the way, this is a perfect time to plug our YouTube channel because you're going to want to see the glow in the dark snakes.
Why do you have glow in the dark?
I got two of them. They're not glow in the dark. They're just, it's green and gold. It's the colors that I have.
Your house once again looks like the
green and gold snake wallpaper.
Your house looks like the podcast set for Big Dick Energy Podcast.
Wait,
BPE podcast or whatever it is. You look like one of those MAGA alt-right podcast sets.
It looks like glow in the dark mini golf.
And then we got the other chandelier. This is the living room.
Chandeliers? What is chandelier?
See, Seth.
With the Alaskan stone brick fireplace.
Next, you're going to have a gold statue hanging from the ceiling and a bunch of photos of 13-year-old girls with suggestive bikinis on.
But this is why no one feels bad, Seth. You have a beautiful house filled with fancy Mar-a-Lago.
It's got fancy crap inside.
Yeah.
And I got, you see the tongue and groove wood ceiling up there.
I like the tongue and groove.
Yeah.
Tongue and groove is nice.
You got wood in your ceiling? That's super fancy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's got chandeliers for Christ's sake. Who does chandeliers, dude?
Well,
You got Queen of Versailles and Seth do chandeliers.
And then you got, I started putting stuff from the storage room. This is like going to be Vera's playroom, but it's got like all the natural wood beams that I sanded and stained.
Oh yeah!
I like that room.
That was the one, the haunted room with the weird incinerator in the corner, right?
Yeah, that's the nightmare room.
Yeah.
So Seth, so you're how many months behind on completion of this project?
Look, I'm just happy I started moving stuff in the other day, like just some boxes and stuff. Sorry, my voice. I screamed in the car earlier today, like at the top of my lungs, and it's gone.
I'm
not even kidding. This is not. This is not for the show.
You and I are
this is not for the show.
You and I have so many similarities.
I screamed in the car.
I will get so mad that I will scream
like I saw stars afterward.
I do.
What'd you scream?
I do. I scream until I pass out.
I've never screamed.
Because I was on the phone with two different people that would just transfer me because they sent me the wrong knobs to my range. It was supposed to be brushed bronze. They sent me the silver, and then they sent me the wrong.
It's supposed to be brushed bronze.
This is rich people problem, Seth.
No, it's not. It's stopping me from moving in my house. It has nothing to do.
They not send me brushed bronze.
You're screaming over brushed bronze knobs.
No, I'm screaming of the frustration of nobody doing what they're supposed to do. Like that, it's just no pride in anybody's work. Nobody takes pride.
Who takes pride in brass knobs? I would not take pride in my knobs.
In your job, in your work, and just things.
But
it's
all made in China. GE, it's all China. It's Chinese garbage.
Well, they take pride in it. They're like all about it. They're all about the country and making things great for them.
Look how sad he is. I hate sad Seth.
Make brush knobs great again. So,
and then now I got transferred right after the call was beeping in because the Wi-Fi isn't working on my oven. So I called two different people.
Wi-Fi should not have oven. Oven should not have Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi should.
Sorry, I'm on a lot of medication.
You'll never use that.
You won't.
Well,
I'm thinking when I'm out at the dojo and I'm like, you know what?
Let me check on my quiche.
Yeah.
No, my oven has something for Jewish people so they could use it on the Sabbath.
My oven got some Jew crap on it, and I don't want it.
No, I'm just saying, I've never used it. It's like, you could.
They charge you extra to put the Jew settings on your oven.
So Seth,
it's just little things. The main thing recently was the tile. I'm upset at that the most because I messed that up. Like it's not anyone else's mess up. That was my mess up, and I should have known better. But You don't want to know how much my tile was. It's natural black limestone tile.
How much?
What's okay with luxury vinyl planking? You know what I mean?
Natural black limestone.
Because natural limestone matters. You don't want that artificial limestone, you motherfucker.
No. I meant like the cut was called natural cut. Like it looks all rough and like bumpy. It looks like a castle floor. That's kind of why I did it.
All right.
This is castle too.
Honestly, it's natural.
Because when you think Florida, everybody thinks castle. Yeah.
Yes, especially on Lake Conway, you think castle. You know there's old castles on Lake Conway. There's forts, maybe.
When rednecks get rich, they build castles in Florida. It's happened for generations.
You know what I vote? Be a goddamn castle. There's one out in Claremont. There's a Claremont castle.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to. I'm supposed to seal it. Before I put stuff down. So stupid ass me. I bought the sealer, and it's like one bottle is supposed to be good for like 500 or 600 square feet. My home's only 3,200 square feet. I bought like 8 bottles. 8 fucking bottles. And I'm like, oh, it looks good since I'm laying it on so thick. So I laid it on even thicker. And then I'm like rolling it on. I'm like, oh, this looks amazing. It's like black. It's glossy. It looks great.
This look like castle. This exactly like castle.
So I put enough sealer on it to seal like an 8,000 square foot house. And I come back. I tell nobody can, and I'm already pushed back with deadlines. So I think nobody can be in this house. It said 3 days, but I waited 4 days just to be sure. I was like, nope, 4 days. Nobody can step foot in here. I want to make sure that it seals properly.
Seal the castle.
I walk in. I don't know if I sent you the picture, Tom, but it looked like somebody took just water and just tossed it up in the air, and it just splashed all over the floor, and it dried that way. It looked like it rained in my house, and it dried super hard and solid, with like drop marks over my entire floor. The entire 3,200 square feet of floor.
How?
I ruined.
How did it happen?
I ruined it. I fucking ruined it.
You ruined it with the sealer.
I ruined it with the sealer.
You put too much sealer?
Way too much sealer.
Can't you just get some sort
of angle grind it off?
remover, like chemical remover?
Oh, yeah, they angle grind. They took a special diamond cutter bit that was like this big around, and it was like, I got 3 guys to give me a quote on how to fix it. One walked in, and he shook his head, and he goes, I'm sorry, man. You might want to call somebody else. We don't have time for this. All my people are going to call out the day I tell them to do this.
I don't have my guys, look, man, they're on paid phones, but they won't do this. Look, they're a little, I can get them to do a lot of things, but I can get them to sleep with homeless women, but I can't get them to do
I like telling your customer, my employees will quit if they see this.
Yeah, and I've yet to leave a bad review for this. I'm going to definitely leave a bad review.
No, you didn't use them, so you're going to use them.
I don't care. You have a, like, look, this
he
is
told you the truth. He said his employees will take one look at this and call out and quit his job.
No, I don't care. Then you find better employees. I would never hire an instructor for cutout day and be like, look, this kid's a little slow. You might want to slap him around a little bit to get him deeper in his stances. And the students and the teacher's going to be like, no, I'm not going to teach him. No, I fire him and I get a new instructor that teaches whoever I want him to teach, right?
Oh, my God. Tears in my eyes.
So anyway, the second guy
First, for sure, you do that. You just wouldn't tell him.
The second guy came in and said, oh, man. He's like, we gotta hazmat up. We gotta strip the whole floor, which means we have to seal off all your paint. They said the fumes will strip the paint off my walls. So they said they have to like essentially mummify my home in order to strip this off. And then I sat in my car and contemplated suicide. And then I called another person, and he came out and said, look, yeah, that's true. We might have to do that, but there's a mechanical way to do it with this machine, and there's a polish cream I could put down, and it might work. So he came in, did it. He's like, oh, this looks good. We might be able to do it. So he did it. It was only, instead of $6,000 for the stripping, it was only $5,000 for the mechanical way to strip it.
Okay.
So they ended up doing it, and it looks fine, looks great. But it cost me $5,000. So $5,000 mistake on my end.
Well, you live and learn. Live and learn. I mean, that's the trial of a castleman.
Seth,
this is your second castle. When you're building castles,
Seth,
sometimes you're going to you have to tear some castles down.
This whole thing has been your mistake with
No. That was the whole. Yeah, I shouldn't have put my house for sale and bought the house. I just said that at the beginning of the podcast. I said I wasn't. My regret is even doing this to begin with.
Serious question. Did you gain a lisp? Because the chat room, you sound like you're lisping like this. In the chat room.
Am I really?
Yeah, it sounds like everything you're saying. I think you have a stress lisp.
No, I'm just tired as hell. I'm
No,
really tired.
that's a lacquer list.
He's got the lacquer list.
That's from the fumes.
It's deadly.
Yeah. You put 10 times the amount of lacquer on the floor. The fumes will.
You start having a stroke. Somebody said in the chat
No,
room. Like, I have a
notice
lacquer list.
when I'm stressed and tired, I do that a little bit.
Oh, okay,
that's
guys.
not normal. So, what is the final deadline? When are you moving your family in? When is the party? I've been waiting for this party.
Is your family safe, or are they around the
I don't know. Every time Tracy asks me that, I get pissed at her.
Oh, that's good. For
Are you
like, so when are we doing? I'm like, don't ask me, please don't ask me.
Are you still gonna have a family after this?
Oh my
like,
God.
you know what I'm saying? Like, is your
He's sick
marriage?
right now.
We do a relationship podcast, so now I feel like a relationship professional, and
We
this
are.
is a bad.
No, technically we are. Technically we are.
Yeah. We are making money being a relationship
Correct.
specialist,
And I can fix or ruin any marriage with a touch of my finger.
Yeah. Well, I definitely put stress on our marriage with this for sure.
Well, tell us how. How are you putting stress on your marriage?
Well, yeah.
We're just cramped in a rental, like living out of boxes and with a toddler. And
Yeah. Are you still making her run the entire dojo alone?
no, I'm running the entire dojo. I'm making her play giraffe at her place. And
Okay.
yeah. She quit that, right? Like she quit that soon after you got married. That was my prediction, by the way. Before that.
No, what do you mean? No. She's working for a Disney hotel. That's what she's really doing.
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm saying she quit the dojo.
Oh yeah, the dojo. Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, she didn't quit it. She still helps out once in a while, but not very often. Whenever I want to slave work her to death.
So you lost Javier, and you never filled his shoes, right? You lost your right-hand man, and you never filled your.
Yeah, my two right hands filled his shoes. So that's what happened. I stepped in and did more stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but Jackal's out of there, right?
No, Jackal's there. He's helping out a lot. He does a lot for me.
So
actually.
speaking of that, Jackal posted a picture of a bunch of stuff you put out in the curb of your house.
Yeah. By the way, your neighborhood, based on that photo, hey, it looks very Castleberry. I just want to say.
All right. Well, that's my front yard. That's my front yard.
Tom's got you beat. I'm sorry. Tom's front yard nicer than yours. Way nicer.
True. That's right now. Yes.
Right now. Sure. I'm just saying, take the victory, right? Take the victory.
So I saw that you're giving away Vera's car that we got her. Is she grown out of it?
There's two reasons. One, she doesn't fit in it. She literally sits up on the top of the seat part. She's long. She's really long. And two, when I opened up the pod, I had my boat soap in there. Some positioned, I guess, funky. That boat soap dumped over everything on one side of the pod, everything. So it was all over the remote of the car. It was all on the bottom of the car. I tried to work the remote. It wasn't really working. You guys never gave me the charger for one, so maybe it was
that is true. That is true. We still owe him a charger. We owe you a charger. You know what? Ask her. I gave it to one of your handymen. Ask them. I'm joking.
So it had boat soap on it. That remote didn't work. I was trying to, and it wasn't working. And I was like, you know what? Fuck these guys. No, I'm kidding. I just said I'm sure someone else might be able to fix this, but I don't have the time to try to mess with this and fix it.
I'd have thrown it out too.
So
and it was long, and she was too big for it anyway.
Yeah, I'd throw it out. Just throw it out.
How's your boat dock? How's that going?
He literally just walked off the boat dock and finished my electric, so it can go up and down. I can put my boat in and lift my boat.
Oh, I thought you meant he walked off the boat dock killed himself. He literally walked off dead.
So your boat dock's done.
But my boat is still in the driveway because my trailer has a flat tire. So I gotta fix that. And then I need somebody to help me get the boat in because Tracy's sick. Vera's at daycare right now, but on the weekend she's not. So I need somebody to watch Vera as I put the boat in and take it here. So
think of all this time you're wasting with your daughter. You could be with her right now, and you got her in daycare. Oh my God, heartbreaking! It's heartbreaking.
So when are you moving in this house?
All right, and this question again. Okay, so I got stuff in the office area as you saw. The bed gets delivered today. That's why I'm not there. I'm waiting for my stupid bed to come.
Is it a castle bed? Is everything? Is it?
No, it's a brand new sleep number.
Oh, I love a sleep. I have a sleep number. I do like a sleep number.
I have to because I like my bed really firm and she likes it soft as hell. So we have to have that.
There you go.
Yeah. So I'm waiting for that. It should be here before 2:00, but they won't give me an exact time, or I would have been there. So I'm sitting here waiting for that, and I'm trying to clean up as that happens.
I got a guy for you. Conway J will help you put your boat in. He says he'll help you.
Oh, he's in the chat.
Yeah. Conway J says call him. He'll help you out. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't just sit here. You're being nice enough to come on here and honestly drag yourself through the mud. So, the least we can do is try to help you out a little bit. My God.
I mean, it's what I always do, right? It's what I always do.
So how
I'm
much?
sorry, man.
At the
But
end,
so I should be able to move in. So once this bed's in, after I got in a fight with my contractor for the 20th time 2 days ago about my plumber being in here to fix stuff because my hot water heater weren't run correctly. It was one wire instead of two wires. So once the toilets are in, the toilets get here tomorrow, and then once I have hot water hooked up and one shower head, I can technically be in here. So I think like within like a week or two, I can actually maybe be in here. For at least, have at least a room and one bathroom done.
At least you have something to look forward to, right?
Yeah.
Good.
So
maybe.
How much money, Seth, at the end of this, are you over budget on this whole plan from when you started this a year ago till now?
Do I count the loss of my Ridgewood house in that?
Yeah, because it was on the market for an obnoxiously long time.
Yeah. Count all the losses.
I gotta look at my spreadsheet. I mean, it's in six figures for sure. Like it's
yikes.
It's just in out of pocket cash in this house, not counting Ridgewood and crap, because I spent at least like 40-50 grand extra doing stuff to that house they wanted. About 100 over here, approximate like 80 to 100 over here.
Yeah, chat room saying with incidentals and things that he's probably not factoring, probably about 150.
That's about right.
Man, I'm sorry, Seth. That sucks.
And that's my savings. So
I was trying to. He checked on me in my hip, and I was trying to cheer him up, like, hey, you're gonna have something that no one else has at the end of the rainbow. Like there is a goal. You will get there. But what you're trying to do is very difficult, very hard.
But what's the cost?
I don't know. I'm not. I don't shoot
My health.
for.
It costs everything.
Lose everything.
So,
all right.
Now, Seth, the more important question is, by this summer, I'm going to be able to take my boat and leave it at your dock for a couple.
Yes, I said you can. Yes,
a couple days over, just because I don't want to take it in and out of that goddamn public boat ramps. I'm a pain in the ass, as I want to leave it there so my sons go on to go tubing. I'll just go around your side gate till you're back and use your dock. I don't have to tell you.
Ask him for a key.
I'll look in the back window.
I'd like to see.
I don't know if the gate and the fence will be up by the summer, but yeah, that's
yeah.
Fine.
I'll make my way back.
Showering. Yeah, put a towel over it.
They just staked out. You probably can't see that. They just staked out the pool.
All right. I forgot. There's going to be so much more things going wrong. Oh my God! I forgot about the pool. Forgot about the pool. Forgot about the pool.
There's no way the pool goes smoothly.
No, pools never go smoothly, dude.
I've never seen one pool go smoothly.
It already started this morning. I got here. I'm looking out back, and there's this freaking root from a live oak tree that I chopped down. It was the size of half of the house. It was insane how big it was. And my pool guy texts me. He's like, "Hey, just so you know, this wasn't part of the dig. They're going to let us know how much they're going to charge us to pull this damn thing out." I'm like, yep, of course.
Oh,
yeah, you look out there.
It's never part of the dig.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, we don't know what we're going to find underground, so that wasn't part of the dig. I'm like, yep.
The dig implied pure sand, nothing else.
Not even trash.
One rock.
I'll give you one Coors Light can.
$10 a rock.
Yeah, now there's orange peel rinds all over the ground out there. Whatever.
Well, Seth,
I'm really sorry, man.
Good luck with your bed today. We'll get you back on the show. What?
No, I said thank you. Yeah. Good luck with my bed.
At least you'll get a good sleep. You'll get it.
I know they're going to complain about getting it up the spiral because I just put the new spirals in.
Oh yeah.
They need to be sanded and stained the wood, but. I warned them from the beginning. I'm like, look, there's spiral stairs. It's tough to get up. Oh, they've dealt with that in the past.
People love obnoxiously stupid stairs. Yeah, they love them.
They love getting a king-size sleep number up there.
Yeah.
They'll smush it good.
All your electronics gonna be busted as shit. Trust me. Oh, I got his sleep number.
All right, Seth.
We'll let you go, buddy. Have a good weekend, okay?
Okay. Thank you, guys.
All right, buddy. Love to the family.
Karate
of Orlando.
Yeah, that's his website.
All right, man. See you.
All right. I forgot to tell Seth that we had a BDM that emailed us that, like, my son's going to the jungle.
Oh, yeah. Let me
and
pull
so
that
Seth's
up.
always talking shit about how we never get him any business.
Let me pull that up. I got it right here, buddy. I will. We can end on that. That'll be a nice little way to head into the break here. It's somebody's grandson, I thought, right?
Oh, was it? Okay. I saw the email. And then he was talking shit about Seth that you didn't know the prices.
Yeah, well, basically, short of the long is, like, he messaged Seth, and Seth has no idea how much it costs to take his karate classes.
No. Well, that's the joint. And to his defense, he's been, he's still owner of the jungle, but his dojo is where all his time spent and stuff. I think he's just a part owner of the jungle. The other guys run that. Seth's out of the MMA business, I think.
He's doing something that I do admire, but I don't know if I've ever done it, and I'll explain before we go to break. The idea of, like, finding all of the things that you really want and putting them into your house is cool to me. Like, I love that idea. I love the idea of going and saying, you know what? This is the flooring that I've always wanted. This is the type of natural stone that I've always admired, and it's really expensive, and I have enough money. Like, I've worked to a point where, but I've never, what I'm trying to long-windedly say, I'm sorry, these pills have made me, like, so fucking long-winded. I always end up cheaping out, and I even like quality, but I won't do that. I'll be like, we'll go with something close.
Yeah. I'll never get the nicest stuff, the nicest.
And I like really nice stuff, but I'll never go, like.
Well, that's your wife stopping you.
You think so?
Yeah. You'd get it. You'd blow all your money for the nicest stuff.
You think so?
Yeah. Your wife is what's keeping you to be able to blow all your money.
Maybe naturally that's rubbed off on me a little bit, you think?
Yeah. Because you've told me before, like, Andrew would never let me buy this.
No.
Yeah. So that's,
no. For a split second, when I bought you a one-wheel, I think she thought I was, like, fucking scamming the system and somehow buying it for myself. And lying to her about buying it. Like, that's how much she doesn't. Like, I think the listeners think that her distrust of me with money is exaggerated. And I'm here to tell you that no, it is in the blood. That is a Dennis family trait that my father got that I have.
Oh, yeah. You'll just buy the nicest thing without.
And with reckless abandonment, not even looking at anything.
So,
just like the Tourette's guy, John Davidson, and nothing can be done. You can't stop me. It's involuntary.
Yeah.
And
it's an illness.
And don't you dare say anything fucking about it.
It's a disease.
Don't you say anything fucking about it. Because it just happens. It's who I am.
Everything is a disease.
Everything is a disease.
All right, well, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about that story about those Cuban guys that drove close enough to Cuba to get shot by the Cuban Coast Guard. And
it got serious. There was a kid on board.
We're gonna.
Did you know that?
That boat? They brought a kid?
I think there was a kid on board.
They were obviously mentally ill or
obviously
crazy. Anyway, but we're gonna call my mom and talk about my neighbors who were training to invade Cuba. We talked about it a little before, but it'll give us a chance to talk about that. And then we got some soft animal abuse to talk about.
Yeah. We love a little.
And some
we love
voicemails.
A little rough play. Brand new music, and I never thought I'd see this. Brand new music from the punk rock royalty band that is Social Distortion. We have their brand new single. It's called Born to Kill, not Born to Lose. A lot of punk rock bands do a lot of like, hey man, just so you know, I was born to do X.
Yeah.
Punk rock people love telling you what they were born to do. And in this particular song, Social Distortion and Mike and Ness were born to kill. We will be back with more A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan momentarily. Here it is. Here we go. We'll be right back. 1-844-TOMNDAN if you want to call.
O-Town's #1 rock station, Z159 FM. Your only home for the Hot Tub and Mini Fridge Morning Show and Dump 'em Out Fridays.
Ooh, yeah, a hot tub and mini fridge. Keep me cold and hot.
Detonate.
That's Casualties. Brand new music from them, too. They got a new album coming out. I think that's their first album in like 10 years or something like that. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. So there's a story about some guys that left Key West to go to Cuba. And when I first saw this story, I got to tell you, this is how conspiracy theories start, too. Where when I saw the story, like, you know, Cuban Coast Guard fires on American citizens, right?
Yes.
And that was how it was presented in the media. And I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, the first thing I thought of was, and this is where conspiracy theory brain goes, is like, oh, this is a setup. So the
False flag.
The U.S. government can go and fuck around with Cuba now. They're like, hey, you fire the first shots.
Yeah,
like,
Russia loves these. You plant a bomb and you say it's Ukraine, right? And the next thing you know, you're like, oh, we have to retaliate. We got to wipe them all out. But you did it.
Yeah. So then, because I was thinking, I grew up in Miami, and
my allergies are breaking out all over my face.
And out of all the years I've lived in Florida, I had never heard about a Cuban Coast Guard ever firing on any American citizen. And then I was thinking, I was like, you know, especially after what happened in Venezuela, I'm sure the Cuban government was nervous that it was going to happen to them. Like, even, like, you know, Trump was saying, like, oh, Cuba's next, or whatever the hell the story was.
He was sort of inferring back when we were, you know, taking over Venezuela.
I was imagining, I was like, the Cuban government was like, hey, whatever you do, like telling all their Coast Guard, or like, do not fuck around now. Don't give the U.S. an excuse to come get us now, or whatever, you know? So then the fact that this happened, I was like, it seems unlikely. But then as the story unfolds.
And what I was telling you earlier, that was a false report. So there wasn't a kid on board.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm having to weed through details now.
But as the story unfolded, it turns out that it was just a group of these Cuban-American guys that were leaving to go.
It was a Florida-registered speedboat left in the Keys. The reported stolen from the Keys. It carried 10 men, mostly Cuban-Americans living in Florida. The boat crossed into Cuban territorial waters near Villa Clara. Cuba says this was clearly an armed. They're calling it an armed infiltration event. U.S. says that they're investigating that this was not a government operation. We're not touching it. We're like, nope.
Yeah.
It was in the morning hours. The Cuba Border Patrol intercepts the boat, like kind of no different than the way we were intercepted with, like, radio from, you know, I guess they start with radio. And then they put a vessel out to approach this boat. And as soon as they put a vessel out to approach the boat, the men started firing on the Cuban Coast Guard.
And then they fired back, killing some of these guys.
Yeah, well, it says here that the patrol boat approached them, ordered them to stop. They didn't say anything. They immediately opened fire with assault rifles, handguns, and hurling Molotov cocktails at the boat.
Yeah, so
that's wild.
Now, we had remember that story we talked about like the two crazy guys that had this plot to go take over some.
We just talked about a couple weeks ago.
Some island off of Haiti or something like, and like this is kind of like that where like
it's very in right now. You know, like a couple months ago, Nazis were very in. Right now, it's in taking over full countries with just 12 people is very in. We have weird trends in 2026.
Like, how can a group of adults?
Yeah, they're putting confidence in the water, buddy.
Convince each other that they had any chance of like infiltrating Cuba and then like taking it and then not just being immediately murdered by the goddamn, like, yes, I understand the Cuban government.
They don't
have the biggest military and it's not the best, but they can beat 10 fucking yokels in a speedboat.
Drunky the Bear. Ultimate confidence. Ultimate confidence.
Insanity. So then it got me thinking of when I was a kid, my next door neighbors were training to do this and like full fatigues, and they have like
I found the names of those.
M16s.
Okay. Your neighbor was probably part of a few. There were a few of these, but the two biggest ones in Miami at the time, and maybe your mom will know this.
In the 80s.
We're talking Alpha 66 and Commandos F4.
Okay.
Those are the two biggies.
All right.
You've got Alpha 66 and Commandos F4.
So I called my mom. How you doing, Mom?
All right. How are you?
Good.
Mama Van.
So, Mom, I know we've talked about this before, but our neighbors, like, first they were digging some underground thing for a while, and then that got...
Also very in right now, digging in the ground. Very big in 2026.
And then, and it's funny because growing up, my room window was about 12 foot from my neighbor's house, and you could look out my room.
Would you? Would you stand there and look out?
Yeah, I'll look at the blinds, and then sometimes I see them over there, and they'd be in fatigues, and
you're a curious guy. You love asking questions. This didn't drive you crazy?
No, I mean, I also I like to mind my business, so I like to look. I'm like, oh shit, they got fatigues, and like plus I'm a 8-year-old boy. I don't know, but so mom, tell me about this again. So they were part of one of these groups that were like, and essentially no one ever did anything. By the way, they just all trained. And, it's like a guys get together that has some beers, fatigues.
No, ma'am.
You have your guns and stuff, and you start loosely making plans to overthrow Castro.
Yeah, it was the first time I saw it, I was kind of shocked, like, what the hell is he doing? And they were all dressed in black and the mask, and half of them looked kind of overweight and not in shape, and it's 90 degrees out, and I'm watching. And to be honest, it took me a minute to think, oh my gosh, they actually have weapons in their hands. So it was an odd thing that they were running around and yelling stuff, mostly in Spanish.
Yeah, behind your son's bedroom. I love that. I love that. I think that's awesome.
This is Miami. So
80s mom. It's also an 80s mom. You let the guys with guns run behind your son's bedroom.
Also, it's the best neighbors to have when you do this because the Van family doesn't involve the authorities at all.
We hate the cops.
We do not call the cops or inform anybody about anything. I was taught that. So like you and like Dad wasn't about to like notify the police about this. He just was like pissed off that they were
you shake his head
screwing around with guns 12 foot from his son's bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been one like, you do you and we'll stay down here. I'm just, I don't want to get mixed up in something I'm not one to call. I mean, eventually I got some of the other neighbors to call.
That's what good moms do. That's what my mom used to do. Yeah, you got a scapegoat. Get somebody else to do it.
So
I didn't want my name involved in any of it because I looked at it like he was crazy because a couple of times that people did start questioning it, he kept saying how he was a cop. And so we're all like, so you're running around doing your training in your front yard? And that's where I think later on got him into some heat. But yeah, it was a very strange.
Imagine how good cops would be if they all trained in their front yard. I'm just saying, Mama Bear. I'm just saying.
Well, I just can't imagine. It was 90 degrees and they had full masks, like not to show their face, and they're running with all this gear on. I'm like,
also
oh my
very
God,
popular right now. The not showing your face. 2026, very popular to mask up.
And this is like
mask up.
1980, what? 8? 89, 90s?
Yeah, around that time. And what was weird is he started off with kind of like 3 or 4. And then as time went on, it was like 6 or 7. And then at one time I drove by and there was like 12 of them. The guy only had like an acre lot. So he would start running partly in the street and then across the neighbors and like, taking a stand behind the mailbox. I mean, it was like the craziest shit that I've seen in a long time.
I don't know what made me think of this, Mom, but I just, I'm 44 years old and fairly successful in life. So you did a good job, Mom.
That's like the nicest thing you've ever done on the show, man.
But I will, and I think,
my God, you got your mom to go give you an all.
But part of, I really do believe this was like my mom always gave me freedom to kind of do what I wanted.
It's a good American mom.
to the point where it's absurd to think about some of the things that I was able to do now having sons of my own, right? For instance.
Yes. I agree.
For instance,
I would never do that with my grandson.
She loves your grandsons more than she loves you.
Now this was
I
love
that. So that was a test, and you passed.
This was a different time, obviously. This is the '90s, and this is pre-Columbine and all this shit. But when I was in high school, and like my pop-ups, and still does, it's in the family, have a place off Loop Road in the Everglades, right? And he used to have a gun range built in the back of his property or whatever, like in the Everglades where he just shoot guns. Yeah. And I grew up doing that or whatever. Then one day I was like, hey, Mom, can I take Dad's guns in the van and drive with my friends to go shoot guns in the Everglades.
Way far away.
And she was like, yep, no problem. So I loaded a bunch of guns. And, like, I had no idea.
Yeah. You know who also did this, but he got pulled over by the police, was John Popper of Blues Traveler. Got pulled over with a ton of guns in his van.
Oh, you were old enough to drive by yourself, so you were like 16.
Yeah,
you were a man, she said. You hear that? Your mom's like, wait a minute, pussy, you were a fucking man.
No,
your mom just called you a man to your face and get the fuck out of here.
I was old enough to drive.
Your mom's tough as shit. She just said, you're a man. Get out of my sight. Go shoot your guns.
I was like 6 or 7 years older than Tommy. I was like 3 years older than Becca. Like, I was like,
what if your mom started telling you she takes Tommy and Max to shoot straight?
And I remember I put all the guns, and then I was like, me, the wizard, I think Fernando was there, and they were like taking guns. I had a big ass gun safe, and I'm like, let's take some bullets too. And then,
there's a thinking man right there. He's like, we got the guns. What else do we need? I was like, get the bullets.
And then,
bullets.
We loaded them in the back of my mom's conversion van, right? And then I was like,
which was a badass conversion van. That's luxury, dude.
We called the Scooby Doo van. and then I put a beach blanket over them.
That's what John Popper did. That's exactly what John Popper did for Blues Traveler. He just put a towel over.
I was like, in case the cops stop us. And I remember we stopped at this place called Four Corners. It's like right before the Everglades.
You got to get a mellow yellow and a Reese cup.
No, we also bought like some watermelons and shit to shoot because they had like produce for the Miccosukee Indians. And we bought a bunch.
You bought the Indians' produce and wasted it.
Well, we brought a bunch of melons and shit. We were like, we need to shoot watermelons. And then we went out there and shoot. I remember the first time I shot, I was like, it blew my eardrums because I was like,
and
shit.
You know what? I want you to know, Daniel, that was the one thing. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't think of them shooting each other. I think I went through, like, make sure you're shooting at the gun range, DC, and make sure everybody's, emptied before you walk away and stuff like that. But my biggest thing was make sure you put your hearing gear or your headset on because you're going to ruin your hearing.
Yeah, that's like handing them sunscreen as they're loading the guns. Like, here's your sunscreen. Put your sunscreen on. And they're loading all the guns. They're putting just buckets of bullets in the van. Yeah, don't forget to hydrate.
He comes back and he goes, I can't hear out of my right ear. It's still ringing.
Yeah, and then by the way, like
I've never heard this.
I'm handing the wizard. The wizard never grew up around guns. Like he never even held a gun, and he's shooting it wacky. So, I'm like, watch out where you point.
Which way does it go?
I know. I'm like, watch out where you point this. And he was like 2 years younger than us. So he was like 13 years old.
The chat room, Melissa, I got to give her credit. She would like to change the name of our new show when we retire to Guns and Melons. Guns and Melons, not bad.
This is some Florida. And by the way,
Florida shit.
Florida shit in Miami, which rarely happens anymore. Anyway, all right, Mom. Thank you for talking to us today. I appreciate it.
What's going on? How's Bitey?
Oh, he stopped biting a long time ago.
Oh, he's chill now. That's
right.
Yeah,
he's super chill.
He's like a Jimmy Buffett cool dude now, right? Is he floating down a lazy river?
The other one just scratches my legs when I go over it the whole time. Scratches my legs. I have dry, ashy legs.
Mama Van, you been good? The listeners love you, and they want me to tell you that they love you, and they're saying hi.
Nope. Uh-oh. Okay. All right, Mom. There we go. I'll text her later.
What if we lost her? That's terrible.
No,
I can't take anymore, man. I can't take anymore.
She's tough.
I can't take anymore.
One of the toughest women I know.
She is the best. There's simple pleasures that I love, like certain little Florida things that I love. If you give me a cold Coors Light, some of Mr. Tom's spicy snack and sausage, and your mother telling me stories in the pool, in your pool, that's a great afternoon. That's a good Sunday.
You know what's weird is that that Cuban militant neighbor, his son, I played with, like football in my front yard. And,
that's why you're not racist.
And then, well, I was the minority in Miami.
No.
Like it was me and all Spanish people. But he told me one time in my front yard when we were playing football, he's like,
I saw my dad eat it one time, man.
he's like, your dad's a redneck, and I never heard that. And I was like, what? And he's like, your dad's a redneck.
Your dad's a fucking cracker, man.
And it was like his dad, like he told him, like, oh yeah, our next door neighbor his dad's a redneck. And I was like, no, I don't think so.
Were you mad about it a little bit?
I didn't even know what it meant.
Yeah.
That's how little.
That's like Scott Bakula on what's that show?
There was no rednecks aware around. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know what that even was. It was an
That's
insult.
like Quantum Leap when he looks in the mirror. That's what you were doing. You were like, oh shit, I'm a redneck. That's what you said.
Yeah. Like I didn't even know the concept of it or what it, like, you know. And I was like, no, I think you got it wrong. Anyway.
Oh my God, dude, that's
so,
the way you grew up sounds so fucking fun. For lack of a better, like I wouldn't trade. Like, look, I loved how I grew up, and I loved my parents, and I had a great upbringing. But when you tell me stories of just the freedom, you really touched on it. The word freedom. Like, and you're live. You're not injured. You didn't burn your hair off. You didn't have scars all over your face. You're not like you're right. You don't have any broken bones. All your limbs relatively work pretty good.
If I was genetically a different person, then it would have been, I think, way more rough. But I genetically am Tommy. You see what I'm saying? So like I lean towards doing the right thing and then not getting in trouble or
no,
not,
you're good. You're a good guy.
But not like really just the awkwardness of like getting in trouble. Never wanted to, you know what I'm saying? So like with all the freedom and stuff, I never wanted to do bad things, you know, like, but I was able to do whatever.
Is it
like I thought of? I was just like, hey, let's just go drive to Orlando with the.
Well, then that sort of breaks the old cliche of the preacher's daughter or the repressed, super strict kid. I mean, you were given guns, a van, a warehouse of beer. I'm not kidding. You were given guns, a van, a warehouse of beer. You had all your dad's tools at disposal. I mean, saws. You could build anything you want.
You do anything.
You do anything. Four-wheelers, vehicles, no helmets if you wanted to wear whatever.
My friends could come over
Jet
and hang
skis.
out. Yeah, my mom never asked me what, you know.
And you were fine.
Yeah.
So my point is that
well, I lean towards giving kids freedom more than
I agree
than not.
I agree
because you learn shit fast. Although I never learned anything.
I knew we'd get there. I knew we were walking. We're looking
all
around.
This, it's all happenstance. It's all the way you're born. You're like, you know, like this. All that freedom didn't teach me how to be an adult faster at all. In fact, I when I shot out into the world, when I left the house, like I didn't know nothing.
It made you a little less fearless, though, no?
Yeah.
Would you have taken any of the chance? I don't know if you would have met me. Would you have taken your shot and walked up to me and said, like, hey, this is something that I want to do? Like, you've made no bones about the fact on this show that you are not a public speaker and it terrifies you. But something in you, like, made you go beyond that to say, hey, I want to do this.
Yeah,
and you did it.
No, yeah. I think
so. Maybe I don't know.
It's so much of like I.
It is interesting though because you were given everything to destroy your life and you didn't.
I do lean towards, and I know everybody's tired of hearing it, but it's like you're born a certain way, and the parents have very little to do with who you're going to be in life.
I don't think it has to be that way, but I think it absolutely can be that way.
And then like the parents are there to like, you know, I guess keep you safe at first and like put some sort of like instill something into you, but I think you are going to be who you are. And it's like, and then, you know, all like the fucked up kids that end up being like shooters or crazy and shit like that, and people always look towards the parents. Like, man, I now more than ever I look at like, man, I don't know if that's the parents' fault. Now, if the parents shouldn't have should have recognized their kid's mental illness and like kept guns away from them, yes, I do agree with that. But like some of the other shit, like I don't necessarily blame the parents on their kid's mental illness.
Well, like Christine's saying, I kind of agree with this. Parents can encourage or invalidate the way you are, which can change how you act. But I don't think it has to.
Yeah.
I don't think it's guaranteed. There's nothing guaranteed, right? I mean, certainly not.
Yeah. So I don't know.
You want to talk about a weird one that's lighter, though? Here's a weird one, and then we can take a quick break. And this is thrown into the guise of a big thank you. We got a big package yesterday from, I got the hat on. Here, I'll put it on the camera so you can see it. From Benton's Bacon and Country Ham.
Okay, all right.
From a listener.
I like that. Benton's Ham.
Yeah. And I probably should bring some of this back for you because I inadvertently, it was to me, but I took all of it. But this is from BDM Jared K. He says, thanks for almost 30 years of riding shotgun. You guys have supplied endless entertainment for me. Hope you and the kid enjoy, Jared. And then P.S. had no idea what to get Tom.
Well, get me some ham. What do you think? I don't like ham? You've listened for 30 years? You're like, I'll get Daniel ham.
He got me.
I don't know what Tom likes. Give me a ham. I like whatever Daniel likes. Anything Daniel likes, I like.
He gave me, hold on, I got to get these pictures out. He gave me, and my kid lost her fucking mind, dude. Maisie went crazy. There's this, it's Benton's Country Ham. I'll put the picture of, here's Maisie.
I saw the box.
Holding all of it. Look at all that ham. It's all giant slices of country ham in there. Look how happy she is. She's literally like losing her goddamn mind. She squealed. Some little girls get happy when their moms get them Disney, a princess, a dress, a new video game, money, a puppy. No, we got Maisie country ham, and she squealed like a little girl. Now, here's going back to Tom's It's in the Blood. Country ham, if you've never had it, can be gamey. It's salt-cured meat. It's so tough as a meat that it needs no refrigeration. That, in fact, it says right here.
Yeah, I was about to ask you.
No, there's no refrigeration to this. This is what fucking pioneers eat.
Okay, because the salted part of it keeps it preserved.
Correct. While we are able to ship our products unrefrigerated anywhere in the United States for best quality, all of our products should be refrigerated upon arrival or frozen for long-term storage. It's traditionally salt-packed and salt-cured ham.
Okay.
And I, as a young boy, like the rind on it, the fat gets, when you fry it in a pan, it gets kind of gamey. It puts off a gamey smell. If you take a piece of country ham out of a skillet, which Maisie fries herself, and you smell it under your nose, it smells like shit. Me and Maisie say that. We're like, ew, it smells like shit. And she's like, give me that ham. And she eats the shit up. And she eats it up. She loves it. She's like, and she goes, it's weird that it tastes, she goes, Daddy, it's weird it smells like poo-poo, but I love it. And I, too, as a young boy, was obsessed with Virginia-style, Southern style. This is from Tennessee. But country ham, I loved it. And the gaminess, I didn't care. There's something about the gaminess I like. There's a smell to it that smells like dead animal. And my daughter will fry that ham herself, put it with her eggs, and eat that shit, like eat all of it. And that's in the blood. That is not, nobody taught her to do that. It's not trendy to do that. That was the only thing I gave my daughter is bad DNA. And somewhere floating inside of her is an intense love for country ham. The only time I would get country ham, and I've said this on videos before, but it's true, because it's high dollar, it's expensive. 2 slices of country ham is $17 fucking, dude.
Well, what makes it country ham?
Because they salt pack it in the country and you hang it in a barn.
Oh, okay, all right.
To cure it.
Okay, the curing process.
Yeah, the curing process. Very old world. And what's so weird about this is the only time that the Dennises got country ham is when somebody in our family died. The grandmas would take the expensive country ham down, they'd slice it, they'd fry it. You do like 30 seconds aside in a pan, maybe with a little water, maybe with a little butter. You don't cook it long, but it stinks. And then you piece it off. They make it in they're called like biscuit pieces, kind of separates itself, and then you lay it on a biscuit. And the only way you'd get these biscuits are after a funeral. They'd have the fellowship hall of a church or some sort of center. They'd open it up, and it'd be the Gary family, the Atkins family, the Atkins family. Because remember, my mom was an Atkins. My dad was an Adkins.
Okay, yeah.
Fucking weird. But anyway,
that's
so
incest.
You got the Garys, the Atkins. Probably so. That's what country ham eaters.
Yeah, that's some Virginia incest.
Yeah, that is some Virginia incest. So you got Atkins, Gary, Patrick Henry, and then the Dennises. And you'd go to the fellowship hall afterwards, and everybody'd be talking. And then over on the side of the table, you'd walk down and you'd get a little plate, and you'd get like some punch or something. And then at the very end would be the crown jewel. The number one thing that everybody wanted, country ham biscuit. Fucking country ham biscuit. There's a reason country ham biscuit is on Bojangles' menu when you get into the South.
Yeah.
For whatever reason,
one of the only funeral food.
It's Southern funeral food, and one of the only things I've ever given my daughter with my DNA was an intense, hot burning love for gamey ass, salty country ass ham. I've never seen somebody so excited. So I wrote this listener, Jared. Thank you so much. I wrote you a letter and sent you the pictures. Amazing with her ham. We appreciate it, and I'll bring you some ham on Monday.
All right.
I'll bring you some.
Well, have this guy send us some more for me. That then will solve the problem. You keep your ham. I don't want to take any ham away from Maisie.
Oh, man, this
My
is
God.
20 months. That ham's been aged 20 months. And the one that, and then Andrea got in on the action because Andrea likes, we're a pork family. The women in my life like pigs. My bodily style is modeled after that. But they have prosciutto sliced. Super thin sliced country ham.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh, we're gonna be salty. I'm gonna get none of my rings off this weekend. None of my rings off this weekend.
God, I wish I liked things as much as Maisie or anybody.
You're not like us. You're not a foodie where you get it. Like, she will squeal and do a dance while she's frying her ham, dude. She's like,
I didn't realize how bad it is to live like me until my son lives like me, and it's so frustrating to be.
But one of them. But Max gets hot about stuff.
Oh, you know,
like
Max
he'll put
is
on the
passionate.
costume. He's singing at the top of his lungs. He's giving it to God.
He likes things.
Yeah.
Tommy is indifferent to everything. He's like, whatever you want. And then even this Sunday's me and Crystal's anniversary. Right, and we were trying to figure it out.
Buddy.
I think it's 18 years. And then Crystal's like, "Where do you want to eat?" Because the boys are the Browns are coming up, staying with us,
nice.
and they're going to the parks. And then me and Crystal got Saturday. We're gonna go out somewhere to eat. So I was like, "Where do you want to eat?" And then she's like, there's a couple places. She's like, well, where do you? And then I'm like, I promise you, after 18, it's been 25 years. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I couldn't tell you what I like. And I swear to God, I just cannot tell you what I like.
And
that's a weird thing. And then my son's like this, and I'm like, God, this is a horrible way to live. Just not actually knowing what you want.
Oh, I have a list of 1,000 places I want to go. In fact, I know so many places that I like, that I want to go to, that I'll selfish it. Andrew will be like, I'd like to go to. I'll be like, never mind. We're going where I want to go. You know what I mean?
I wish I had that. I wish I had some want.
Swings too far.
And then I'm like, who cares? But then when my son got what I got, and I'm like, fuck. because I'm like, I want him to want things. Like, I want my son, I want him to be different than me. Like, it's like, he's just like me, anti-Forrest Gump. It's like Forrest Gump shows up and he's another Gump. I got another Gump. All right, let's take a break. We can come back. We're going to talk about a Florida man feeding a hawk a buzzball.
I shouldn't laugh at that. But buzzballs forever make me laugh. I will buy.
I didn't know what they were, and I saw it on TikTok.
We had a buzzball in our refrigerator at my house for years. Okay. I bought it as a joke for Andrea. It was like I saw it. I was like, oh, this looks stupid. You know what I mean? Like, it's a fucking buzzball, man. If you don't know what it is, Google it. The name of the band, Leisure Hour. The name of the song is Not Done Bragging Yet. Ooh. We'll be right back with more A Mediocre Time right after this. 1-844-TOMNDAN. Show at tomandan.com for last minute emails. Happy Friday, everybody.
Z159 FM.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Squirt. Squirt who?
That is the band Sweat. The name of the song, A New Love Language. Lots of rock and roll today. Lots of great rock and roll coming out today. I really like that new Social Distortion single. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. So a story came out where it was an animal cruelty story. And I think throughout the years we've talked about.
I think we're the number one source for we've always covered. Since day one, we've always been the number one. When animal cruelty news breaks, but we're your station.
It's borderline cruelty because it's not the traditional, like, you're whipping some dog or some cat or chaining it to a tree and not feeding it for weeks and things like.
Correct.
Like blatant cruelty. It's a goofier side of cruelty. It's the parasailing.
It's the softer. Tom and Dan here to present the softer side of animal cruelty.
It's the parasailing donkey, the bear riding the bicycle in Russia.
The little monkey that plays the
the Jack in the
organ
Box.
grinder.
Yeah. It's all like, like,
you know what that is? That is generational.
Yeah.
You would say Jack in the Box. I would say organ grinder.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm old man, and you're young, cool dude.
I don't know. Jack in the Box is cool. So the story is of this guy that, and he was doing this on social media. That's how they got him, right?
Yes. Yeah. This Los Angeles man. I'll put this up here so everybody can see it. It's a Los Angeles man who fed a buzz ball, which I don't know. Who raise your hand here if you've had a buzz ball? Anyone?
I've never had one, and I didn't even know about them until the past 3 weeks, and I thought this is why it came up in my algorithm.
This was what you and the boys would have been drinking when your mom turned you over to the backyard and just said, hey, it's the weekend, you young Tom Van and friends. You would give $50 to that you took collection to the wizard and say, hey, go buy us as many buzz balls as you can get. We got girls coming over. We're going to get them drunk and finger them.
I see.
That's what you would say.
This guy that mixes drinks on TikTok, his name's Johnny Sips. Some thugster that mixes drinks, and he's always putting buzz balls. And I'm like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, so here's a picture of what this is where they got him. I'll just put this one up. Spoiler alert here.
Yeah, and then it says, Hawk loves him some buzz ball. And it's him feeding a buzz ball to a hawk. All right, and so...
Now, there's other things to notice here, and they've got this one blurred out. I wish they didn't have it blurred out, and I don't know why they have it blurred out. But if you look at the bottom left-hand corner of the hawk, instead of having the leather, like a leather strap or something that you would have to tether an animal,
like a falcon
would have or something like that, they've twisted and tied a makeshift little, like a white Walmart bag or a takeout bag from a food truck. like a little food truck bag that they tied around their wrist as a lead to hold the hawk near him so he can feed him the buzz ball.
So, and this is not a video, it's just a picture.
It's just a picture of him, yeah.
And what the guy end up getting?
Okay, let me go back here to, I think it got, was it 45 days he originally got? I think he ended up getting 20 days. He was ordered to complete 20 days of community labor, attend a 24-session animal cruelty program. They'd make you go 24 sessions for animal cruelty? That's more than DUI, right? That's more than anything, right?
What can they teach you for 24 classes? I get the gist.
24
I shouldn't have fed it a buzz ball. I won't do it anymore.
Number one, donkeys. We're talking donkeys today. How many of you guys have fucked with donkeys? So you can't jack them off. You can't put a parasail on them.
So this got me thinking about feeding animals alcohol, right? Now, Daniel did some more research, and it turns out birds in particular.
This is real bad. He shouldn't have been doing this, man. This is real bad.
Birds can't process any alcohol, and it's straight poison.
It can make them pass right out and die. Seriously,
so like a straight poison to birds.
This is right up there with chocolate for dogs.
He did look like he wasn't holding his neck.
He opened his mouth. He did. He opened his mouth. I feel like
he was drinking the sweet buzz ball.
I hate to say it, but if you have a buzz ball and it gets near the bird's mouth and it does that thing that birds do, because I used to have a friend that had a cockatoo, and when you would take your finger and put it near its beak, it was mean. So it would do that move that all birds do, where it opens its mouth, it sticks its little gray tongue out and goes.
Yeah. It's got a black tongue.
You can't hear what I'm doing.
The devil.
Imagine me here. I'm gonna do it again. Melissa, you could use this, but it does this. It goes.
Yeah. It sticks
its little tongue out, and I think it's a way for the bird to tell you, yo, I'm gonna bite you. I'm gonna fucking bite you.
But it was drinking the buzz ball.
But it wasn't doing that. It actually opened its mouth as if to give me the nectar, please. A sip, please, sir, of your fine buzz ball.
So it got me thinking.
By the way, buzz ball, worst thing you can feed a bird. There are 1,000 other alcohols you could have given this bird, but you gave him buzz ball? That's bullshit.
It got me thinking of Gus the Camel, because Sarah, who was on 2 Weird Job Wednesdays ago, she was the person that was appraised antiques and stuff
she
worked in antiques,
antique mall,
and her mom owned Gus the Camel, who was a famous camel of what was the name?
The Shriners.
The Shriners in town.
Very well known in Volusia County.
Yeah.
Where little Danny Denny spent all of my days.
And and Sarah's like, I'm gonna come back in on the show and talk about my mom owning Gus the Camel.
Shout out to Beehive Antiques. So if you are an antiquer, go hit her up and shop BDM only.
I wanted to call her today. She's probably busy, but the Gus the Camel would famously drink beer. And it was known for drinking beer. We used to talk about it on the radio.
We did.
And celebrate Gus the Camel drinking beer. No one got mad.
Oh, no. People would say it to me. Like, you would see there was a Gus, and I don't want to spoil it, but you can do your research on Gus. But he had a trailer, like a custom painted trailer that had all of his, like, hey, this is Gus the Camel. And I remember when you would see him out, he'd have his head out. And you'd be, oh, it's Gus the Camel. And people would be like, come back later and you can feed him a beer. You know, it was almost like a thing. It was like, he's the beer drinking camel. Gus, he loves his beer.
And then you put a beer in his mouth, he'd tilt his head back and drink it with his big camel lips.
Yeah. Oh, he'd suck it down good.
And then he'd like fiddle around with the empty bottle and spit it out. And then
looked like Steven Tyler with a buzzball.
Everybody loved it. And I'm sure even back then there was maybe some uproar. It's pre-social media.
Some people know.
Like some
there was at least one woman would say to her husband, they should not be doing.
Oh, yeah. We were going to hire Gus the Camel one time.
I don't like talking about this. It gets too real because your wife was really mad at us,
dude. For, I think, our 3rd anniversary or something. We were going to try to get him to fucking downtown Orlando.
Look, Crystal Van is as cool as they come, but she was not having that. She was not happy about that. And she's very cool. We make her sound.
We would have been rich if it wasn't for that.
That would have made our show.
Yeah. That would have made the news.
I contend that Gus the Camel would still be here 3rd mic. Maybe producer with Ross 3rd mic.
But I think that day and age is done, and you can't have any animals drinking alcohol.
You can.
What?
You can, and I've been thinking about this long and hard, and I knew you were going to say this, and I've had this flagged in my fucking brain all day. Animal cruelty. We're probably the podcast and show that I wouldn't say we don't enjoy it. We don't like the animals getting hurt, but we will cover it because, look, nobody else is doing it, and it's our goal to cover animal cruelty.
Again,
robots. Dude, robots. Whole new Usher. Yeah, Usher's in a whole new decade of cruelty because you can do anything you want to robots.
Yes, you can.
Robot donkey, put him in a parasail. Robot hawk, feed him as many buzzballs as you want.
Yeah, but it's not as good.
Dump him in his electronics.
The good part about it is that it's like we all know we're like, this is not supposed to happen. Like this guy, when he's feeding the buzzball to the hawk, he knows, and that's why.
Hey man, he likes green apple.
That's why it's good because you're like, this is unnatural. Like a robot, it's like you could do anything to a robot.
Now, what if I made the robot? What if I made it so the alcohol hurt the robot too?
Doesn't matter. You could hurt robots. They're not alive.
You don't think it would release the same chemicals? Like you're going through the same motion that you're doing. Would your brain be able to tell the difference between a real bird and an artificial bird that's filling the void?
You'd have to have it like,
scream in pain and fall over dead.
You'd have to have it
all
covered.
things I can engineer in my software.
Now that I know it's a robot, if I didn't know it was a robot, then you're back to a buzzball.
Well, then I'm stealing your idea of kidnapping people and putting them in the simulation.
Yeah. I'd have to not know. Then it's the same. But if I know, it knocks it down a peg or two. I'll still do it.
What animal can have alcohol and not be hurt by it?
I think
what animal seeks out alcohol? Are there any other mammals?
Raccoons
seek it out?
They'll eat fermented. God damn it.
I like that. Hold on. Let's a moment for fermented.
Motherfucker.
I need a moment for it.
I'm saying that to myself.
My name is Fermentated Jones, baby.
They'll eat fruit or any sort of things like that in the wild that have been fermented. And
you can't fix it now. What do you think? You're going to fix it now? Fuck you. You can't fix it now.
They'll eat fermented fruit that landed on the ground as rotting, and they'll get drunk. And they'll do that. Raccoon. I think they just want the sugar, and they get drunk as a byproduct. But they'll do it over and over.
I want them, and I'm
bears
sure
will do it too.
I want them to crave the being fucked up though, and that may not be a thing.
Dolphins. I think
there's a poison. They poke the pufferfish.
They poke the pufferfish and it releases a toxin, and then they'll get all fucked up from it. And I think it's one of the only cases in the animal world that we know of that we see animals intentionally doing something just to alter their state of mind.
Where do we draw the line here, though? Or okay, let me throw something at you. I had a lady I was talking to Andrea. I don't want to say how I do this. I had a person that's connected to our family. I was talking to Andrea's grandfather about those bird feeders that fling the squirrel off.
Yeah.
And we were laughing and having a good old Florida American moment Christmas time. And those it turns out those actually hurt the squirrels, this person said.
Oh, yeah.
So
my wife would get mad.
Where's the line for you?
Oh, well, it's different for everybody.
It's different. It is. This is a personal thing.
Like,
I think it is a personal thing.
Part of like when we had Seth to come on the show today, because Seth's an animal lover and he cries all the time about animals. But there's a spectrum of animal abuse, just like there's a spectrum of all abuse.
Yeah.
And
where do you put Buzzball?
Well, that's okay. If you put the most extreme, Michael Vick, you're electrocuting animals, dogs.
I don't like the ones where it's like,
and least extreme.
There has to be something lighthearted there. There's nothing lighthearted in them.
Well,
the parasailing donkey.
Yeah,
I will always argue that the parasail is the punchline.
You're just scaring it. Like maybe it's uncomfortable. But it's more of a mental thing. Like I don't know,
they can't comprehend what's happening.
Yeah. But
weightlessness is scary for donkeys.
So if Michael Vick's a 10 and let's say fishing is a 1, right? Because I know that that's a form of animal abuse.
Yeah, I've seen the Australian lady online that steals the fishing poles. Have you seen her? She's making the news this week. She's stealing Australian fishing poles. She's gonna get shot.
It's an accepted form of animal abuse, and no one cares about. Like you catch a bass. My son's in a fishing class this afternoon. He's gonna catch a bass. And then he's gonna release it. It didn't want to do that.
Oh my God!
Like you're fucking with it.
What if your son comes home and he's like, "We fed buzzballs to fish today."
I wouldn't even care. Yes. You don't have people like, yes, he's doing a thing a normal 11-year-old.
He's doing what I did. Yes, you're like, I'll give him your crying.
You want to take some guns to the woods?
Don't forget your buzzballs.
By the way, I'd never let them. Never ever. So in that spectrum, fishing to Vic, where does this land in the feeding a hawk a buzzball? Because honestly,
he didn't have to pry the hawk's mouth open too, and that's important.
Yes.
That's important.
It is like
if he had been
it's
forcing,
a 3. It's a 3.
If he had been forcing the hawk's mouth open and pouring it in there, execution style, kill that man.
Well, no, kill
that man.
It's still birds are tough. And I know it's poison.
I don't know if I could open a hawk's mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm strong enough. Not in my current state.
Yeah, it'd be bite crazy. Like you know what I'm saying. But like the hawk is drinking it. So there's that. And I contend this guy's so dumb he didn't know that the poison.
Wait a minute. If I'm Mo DeWitt, this guy giving the buzzball to the bird was just a bartender.
Yeah, there's also another picture of the bird with a blunt in his mouth. and the bird can't smoke it. He just has it in his mouth like he chomped down on his beak.
Yeah, like he's like, hey, he's chomping. Put the blunt in his mouth. Hey,
and then
take a picture of it.
And then it was holding it steady, and they were taking pictures.
Hashtag Snoop Dogg.
Yeah. So but I do think like the weed smoke is way less than the alcohol because the alcohol is like poison to the bird. Birds.
Actually, no. I researched that too. Did you know that if we hotbox this room, a room this size, close that door, and we had a parakeet in here, that we could kill that parakeet with marijuana smoke?
Oh, it'll poison to it?
Yeah, apparently they don't like that either. Birds are nerds, dude. Birds are nerds. And it rhymes. Birds are nerds.
Birds, we forget that birds are a different species.
Aliens.
They're not mammals. So, like, they also breathe differently, where they don't breathe in the traditional breathe in a breath and breathe that out. It's like a 4-chamber system where they have air sacs.
Air sacs.
So they breathe in, and when they, when you breathe out, that air goes into a different sac. Then they breathe in again, and then basically it's a 4-cycle breath.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Whereas like by the 4th breath, their original breath is breathing out. And so, like, birds are weird in that, they're not what we know of as a traditional, like, okay, it's got a heart, a set of lungs.
This may change things a little bit. What percentage of alcohol is a buzzball?
If it's malt liquor, I'm going to go similar to a White Claw, like a 5%.
15% alcohol.
Oh, 50%. Okay.
That's like bird up.
Yeah, well, it's like an MD 2020 or something,
God
right?
Damn.
That's more
poison.
Yeah, that's more of like a malt wine or something, right? Like 15%. That's
it says right here. It says,
yeah,
according to the website,
that's a wine.
15% alcohol. Jesus Christ.
Okay, yeah.
No wonder that bird needed a blunt. It's fucked up.
Yeah. Like you think one buzzball would have killed? He didn't drink the whole thing. It just
okay. They
drinking a little.
They
bit.
have another thing too, and I shouldn't have this much knowledge, but at one point in time, I love buying my beer from 7-Elevens. My number one favorite place to buy beer. ABC's, Total Wines, Nope. I like buying it from 7-Eleven. They have a big buzzball now. Like the size of a pumpkin.
Like a mini pumpkin buzzball.
Like a mini pumpkin buzzball. Huge. It's huge. Like a big, giant mega ball.
Who's buying it? Like
moms. A lot of trashy jean short wearing Florida women. Ugly Florida jean short hags. Jean short, ugly, beachy jean short hags will buy these, suck them down, and then they'll suck dicks. These are made to get the cum out of your mouth after sucking dick in Daytona Beach. Ask Chitwood. Ask Chitwood about it. Ask Sheriff. Somebody email Sheriff Chitwood and say, what would a Daytona Beach hooker drink after sucking a dick? And he will write back to you. I get Tom and Dick guarantee he will write back. He will abbreviate. He'll write back BB for buzzball.
I've never seen them in the convenience stores.
You live in Castleberry. You're buzzball capital of the world. You're 7-Eleven. You got. Okay.
I walk around. I look around.
You know what? You know where they are. You're not looking for them. You're looking through them. They're in the glass on the little trays. You have to open the door and get them off the tray that's stuck to the glass. They're stuck to the glass. You're looking through them, motherfucker. You don't even see them.
I've never bought stuff from the glass.
No, that's a step. That's 15 steps further than you.
Yeah.
You never buy stuff from the glass.
Yeah. Okay, so they're like suction cups to the glass.
There's a little clear tray that they suction cup to the glass, and you go back to where the beer is, and right where White Claw is, there'll be like different color balls, and they're in like a little tray.
Okay, all right.
On the glass.
A tray of
You're
balls.
You're looking right through them. You'll never see them.
Okay.
You and Tommy never see them in your life.
Let's play some voicemail.
Right,
I know we have
buddy.
a voicemail. Speaking of animal cruelty, and this is not really cruelty, but it has to do with an animal. The historian sent us a voicemail.
Yeah, this kind of ties in. Let me get this one.
I'm glad he's still around. I thought the historian gave up for a minute.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Here he is.
Hey, Tom and Dan. It's my birthday this week, and I wanted to request a story, if that's okay. On some of your older shows, you guys reference a prank where someone put, I believe it's a dead pelican in someone's car, or maybe like where you put the spare tire in someone's car and let it sit there. I don't know if that's just a joke Dan is saying on some of the older episodes or if that actually happened, but I'd love to hear the full story if that did actually occur. Love the show, guys, lately. I hope you're doing well. Dan, good luck with your surgery. Thanks.
It's the saddest thanks, right? Doesn't he sound sad?
Well, the historian was always kind of lean towards a melancholy type demeanor.
Well, I want to address him for a second because he's I like him.
Yeah,
I think he was dealing with some stuff with his mom and dad.
Oh, yeah.
And he had called in about that. Hey, man, I'll reverse it. Thank you for checking on me. I want to check on you. I hope you're okay. I know you were going through some stuff with your family. I hope that that's all right now. You sound very sad, but we're, like Tom said, we're glad you're calling us. And so I will give you as much of the story as I can remember, and probably it's a completely different story now that it's been like 6 years since I've told it. But it was a very good friend of mine, a surfing buddy of mine. We would skip school to go surfing. My buddy Brent O'Quinn, he had a Jeep. He had the coolest car, one of the coolest cars of any of my friends. He didn't just have a Jeep. It wasn't like a new Jeep. It was like his dad had given him like an old CJ7 or something badass.
Okay.
And he'd redone it, and it was wide open, and we would leave our boards on there, and then we'd park in the senior lot. And then when you were in a skip, when you're changing classes at like third period, we'd walk out to the car, jump in, and boom, we'd hit it, and we'd go.
Okay.
And then just head off to New Smyrna Beach. So me and some of the other guys that were going to go surfing with him that day, we were going to go surfing, I think, but then maybe we decided not to, or something happened. We had found a pelican on the side of the road at the beach, and we stuck it under his seat. I believe we crammed it under his seat.
It was all dried out. Like birds, when they die, they'll dry out and have like a weird,
it
like
had guts
petrified.
and stuff. Like
okay.
but we pushed it under his seat, and he's not like, he was kind of like one of these guys. He's a good dude. I'm not saying anything bad, but he's like not the most observant. I feel like I could do this to you.
Yeah,
I feel like
you
I
could put a pelican under my
I think
seat.
I could. You are pelican ready. Yeah, I feel like you're perfect for this. You slide a pelican under your desk, and then and that's what we did. We slid a pelican under his seat in the Jeep, and I think, no bullshit, he rode around with it and took his girlfriend, who he's married to this day, and owns his dad insurance company with her right now. He drove her around like on day nights and shit into prom with this pelican. And then when he found out about it, and he's like a kind of an athletic, like bigger dude, he wanted to straight beat our ass. I think he's going to kill me. But yes, we put a pelican in his fucking Jeep.
Putting dead animals, hiding them inside people's cars.
That's what we
hilarious.
did. That's what we did.
I remember the wizard put a cockroach in my wallet one time where the driver's license goes.
Yeah.
And we were in middle school. And he just, there was a dead smashed cockroach, and he put it where my driver's license, and then I opened my wallet up one day, and I saw it, and I immediately got nervous that someone else was going to see it, and I was going to be embarrassed. I'd be like, yeah, he's got a cockroach.
Ew, poor.
So
poor, there's cockroaches in his wallet.
And I was
that's like something that would happen on Animal Crossing.
That's a funny prank.
Cockroach in the wallet's not bad.
Yeah, cockroach in the wallet is good. And then, and he's like a dead mouse in someone's glove box. That was pretty funny.
We did, fetal pig dissection. We did our fetal pig or whatever the dissection ones you would do at Deland High.
Yeah.
Those would always end up in some hot girl's purse.
Yeah. I remember we were looking at amoebas in like science class, and there was like look at an amoeba water underneath a microscope.
Yeah.
You know, so there we had a vial. Everybody got their own vial of amoeba water, and then there was like the stoner kid that was like asleep at his desk. And then our group put it
up his nose and kill him.
No, we put it up. This is before we knew about amoebas' deaths. Like, we didn't know about that.
That's a relatively new thing.
Yeah.
Amoebas?
Well, no
By
one
the way,
heard about
Maisie
it.
knows what an amoeba is. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, we didn't know.
She's like, I can't go in there. There's amoebas. I'm like, how the fuck do you know about amoebas?
We put the amoebas in a dropper, an eyedropper.
You put them on a slide, and you put another slide on top.
Yeah. We dropped a few drops in his ear while he was sleeping.
Oh, shit. My God. That man, RFK. That's RFK now. That's why Make America Healthy Again.
You can get it in your ear, I think.
No.
It's not up your nose. That's how it gets to your brain.
I think it can go any of them, right? Nose, ears, mouth, eyeballs.
I don't know.
Beehole.
No.
D-hole.
It can't. You can swallow it. It can't go in your nose because that's how it gets to your brain. I'm pretty sure.
D-hole, beehole.
Yeah, I think it's your nose and maybe ears.
You know they've talked for years about the D-hole fish?
Yeah.
Is there a V-hole fish for women? Can the same D-hole fish that crawls up my urethra, because I believe that a woman's urethra and a man's urethra, the tubing, the same. We just got a hose and they got a hole.
Yes.
So I think the same D fish can climb up a V and get the D with the V.
Yes. Yeah, I think you're right. Although
somebody proved me wrong.
It's been all spread around that only happens to men. I think it's because men pee outside more, and maybe that's how they get.
We have external parts.
Although it's not swimming up the goddamn pee stream.
Doesn't it get in? It's
in the water.
The one that I've heard, and maybe we could end on this because I like ending on the class. I love it. I'm a classic man. I love ending.
By the way, this was something as a kid I thought I had to worry about a lot more when I grew up. Like I was like,
my
oh my
dad
God.
did too. That's how stupid my dad was. He was like, you gotta worry about the goddamn bee fish and get up your dick hole.
And it shoots spikes out
like an umbrella. That's what I know. And you think that it goes up and then it gets into an area of your D hole that it likes, and it's like, okay, this is good.
Yeah.
This is where I need to be. So I'm gonna now unfurl my umbrella spikes. And it's going to stab into the walls of the hole. And I'll live here forever. And this is my new host body.
Yes, yeah.
And I'll take over the body, no different than Child's Play, Chucky and Child's Play. Right?
Yeah.
Then you become like a murderer.
We all heard about the D-hole fish.
Right.
That swims and then
But how come we've never heard about the V-hole fish?
This was only boys worried about this. Girls didn't worry about it.
But
Although it hurt the same.
There's a lot of girls that love the Amazon and a lot of girls that work in that
Yeah, they're
world.
the ones that, I mean, imagine they're doing laundry in there, right? I'm no offense.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? They're in the river
in
more,
classic
maybe.
societies, women do laundry. You're not going to shoot me.
Yeah, they're in the river, in there.
They're gathering.
And
sometimes gathering means you're banging the sheets on the rocks.
Yeah. So
while the V-fish are swarming around you.
Ask ChatGPT. It'll tell us.
Do you want me to ask it? Because I can do that.
Yeah,
we're just do it like this. Hold on. Hey, ChatGPT, I'm talking to Tom, and we are discussing the infamous pee hole fish that will go up your pee hole and it will send its umbrella spikes out and then stay inside your urethra. Can this happen to a woman? Can this happen like a V-hole fish? Like, can this happen in the vagina or the urethra? Or how come we never hear about that?
All right.
The notorious legend of the kangaroo. In reality, while it's often exaggerated, the kangaroo is a small parasitic fish in the Amazon. Historically, there were claims it could swim up the urethra. However, these stories are largely sensational. Theoretically, it could attach to anyone's urethra, male or female, though it's extremely rare. The reason you mostly hear the male version is probably just because it's become a more popular myth. In short, it's not a real risk, regardless of anatomy, so everyone can relax near the water.
All right.
Now this motherfucker's Tom. This guy's as much fun as Tom.
I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to only talk to this. Because when
Did you see his eyes light up? It's like he's listening to. It's like I caught him watching porno. Are you falling in love? Are you in love?
I've said on the show for years, I wish I could just talk to a robot. And I
Do you say that to your wife? Don't say that. Please
don't
say that.
I'd say that to my wife.
Do not say that to your wife.
I wish.
Do not say that.
Because it was just me and the robot. We're just talking and just saying everything.
I come in here one day, you're jacking into ChatGPT, and there's nothing sexy about it. It's literally just facts being thrown at each other.
All right.
Does that make you feel better? It does make me feel a little bit better.
Well, I kind of knew that already.
Yeah, I kind of assumed it as well.
That is all bullshit.
Should we get out of here, buddy?
Yeah, I think we should.
Anything to plug before we get out of here?
Yeah, again, we'll put up the shirts next week.
Yeah.
Sometime we're still, finalizing everything, but they will be $5. There will be extra gifts from sponsors in every package we send out. We're doing that April 1st. At Hourglass Brewing.
Yes, sir.
We already have some volunteers that emailed me that said that they're willing to show up and we'll buy the beer. Basically, we're just doing a t-shirt packing party. But we're going to release it next week for BDMs. We're going to leave it up for a week or 10 days. Yeah. Then once we get the final numbers. And we usually do order a little bit extra to have at the BDM Appreciation event so people can buy them there too. So if you want to sign up to be a BDM or check your current membership and make sure that it still is current.
Correct.
Because sometimes people forget, you change credit cards or whatever, and then you think you're a BDM, but you're actually not, because only current paying BDMs will get the invite to the party.
Yep.
So, and then we'll be able to buy the $5 shirt. So
there you go.
So sign up
I
at Tom and
will
Dan.
not be here Monday. I will be in Mexico seeing Kanye West live. So,
he's gonna be in Mexico.
Yeah, I think he's gonna perform there soon.
All right.
I'm on his mailing list for some reason, and I get everything Yeezy at all times. He's on the Grand Apology Tour.
So is interesting. Where in Mexico, especially now with all the shit
Could be the area that's currently on fire that the cartels are holding down. Who knows?
Although people do get I'm not going to Cancun. I saw some Cancun tourism marketing.
Completely different area.
Yeah. It's someone referred to it as worrying about the shit going down in Minnesota and not going to Florida because of it. It's like Mexico is a gigantic country.
Pretty big, yeah.
And there's some unrest in this particular city, and that doesn't mean the entire Mexico, but again, that's not how psychology works. When you hear shit's going down in Mexico, you think twice before going to any part of it.
Same thing with the pee hole fish. Right,
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not going to the Amazon.
Yeah. So you're just like, I'm not going there. So even though it's people, and I feel bad. Cancun's nothing's happening here. It's fucking fine.
This phone party sucks. All right. Anything else, buddy?
No, that's it. We will see you on Monday's BDM show and on ACT next week.